we don't have any one of the prosecutors whom Trump has promised to go after, and Pam Bondi has suggested they might as well. They also ought to have a measure of immunity. But there are other witnesses. I'm thinking of Cassidy Hutchinson, who really was heroic, is young, and can be ruined. I'm thinking of Michael Cohen, who Trump regards as the sort of number one turncoat, and would, I think, be prepared to really make his life hell. Of course, Cohen's life already has been made hell. He did time in jail for the basic, same kinds of crimes as Trump was convicted for and got off with an unconditional discharge. But there are other witnesses, especially young ones. They came forward and they're on the hit list. And Biden did not. That's where he sort of drew a line. He wanted in particular to insulate the long-serving members of government like Fauci and Milley. It expressed his, and his statement expressed his kind of reverence for public service. Now, other people, though, who were honest, totally instrumental in advancing the knowledge of what happened and gutsy, are now in the cold. He couldn't cover everyone. I'm sure there were a lot of discussions about where to draw the line in the Oval Office in the last frenetic days. And so here are people who are on the other side of the line. And I'll just say one thing. Mark Milley, the chair of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the sort of specter of the outgoing president needing to pardon the chair of the Joint Chiefs of Staff who's done nothing wrong, because the incoming president would be, preparing a howitzer to go after him by corrupting the legal levers that he now has his hands on. That's really almost a singular image of corrupt authoritarian rule. There's just no doubt that Biden anticipated a really woeful state of affairs, did what he could to stiff arm it somewhat, and Trump came into office, and especially with these wholesale pardons, which we'll talk about in another YouTube, completely justified Biden's concern in using his last ounce of presidential power to cover people who had done nothing wrong and much right, and now are, but for the pardons, maybe notwithstanding the pardons, and others who didn't get the pardons for that reason alone, are in a terribly vulnerable position at the hands of our new tyrant president.